What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the FUNKO Trollhunters Jim and Bular figures. While I haven't had a chance to watch the entire series just yet, Guillermo del Toro's Trollhunters from the pretty decent sized batch of episodes that I watched was pretty cool, and enough for me to want to pick up at least a couple of figures. I first saw these guys at Toy Fair, and I was quite impressed with the way they looked. So, but I forgot about them. I totally forgot about them, honestly. And it wasn't until sort of recently that I found them at Target. So it's the only place I've ever seen them. I'm not sure if they're an exclusive there, but I do know that you can pick up the entire line on Funko's shop on their website. So give that a check. I'll probably provide a link down below if you're interested. These figures cost me about $7.99, $8.99. I can't really recall at this point. But no more than that. So pretty cheap. They're in the 3 3/4 inch scale. You know, with Jim being about that size. Here's another one of those figures. That size figure. Power. Captain Power? Nope. Adam Power? Sort of. Lord Power. There you go. Here's another figure to compare. Little rocket raccoon there. Legends Class Sea Spray. And just to give you what a bigger figure looks like with them, there you go. Superman, NECA Superman. Boxing NECA Superman. Alright, so the Troll Hunters. Let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at Jim first. Because Jim, you know, unfortunately right out of the box, as I was like trying to take off like the little ties that held them in, kind of broke. So I'm going to show you that right off the bat, and it's unfortunate. One of these knees are broken. And there you go. See that? Totally broken in there. I have like no desire to take it back or anything. But I wanted to show you this before I did do something with it. I am going to put a little bit of glue on there, and that's it. You know, he doesn't have too much articulation. Otherwise, you know, I mean, he's got some, but it's not enough for me to totally care. I'm not gonna be able to pose this guy in like super dynamic poses anyway. So before we get to, you know, the looks and the sculpt and everything, we're gonna do articulation first, just to get it out of the way. Since I mentioned it, head's on the swivel. The arms at the shoulders here has a hinge and swivel combo. You got a single jointed elbow there, and then the wrist. Did the wrist do anything? I don't think the wrist do anything. Nope, nothing. See, that's all you got there. You got the swivel there at the thigh. You have a single jointed knee that works fine on one side and broken on the other, and nothing at the foot. So very limited articulation on this guy, but you know, it's okay, you know, for what it is. As far as the rest of it, the sculpt is pretty good. You know, like that looks like Jim. You know, they did a good job there with the likeness. That's pretty cool. The armor looks really nice. Well, hold on. The hair is sculpted alright. It's a little cartoonish, but it's cartoonish. I can let that go. His armor looks decent. You can see the sculpt here. I'll show you the sculpt here on this. Shield is very nice, and it's just done in a silver. And now that, you know, just comes off right there, clips on very simply. There's even some sculpt on the back, which is very cool. So yeah, not bad. Actually, this is not really sculpt on the back. It's just kind of you know, going from the front to the back. But yeah, it's fine. It's a little bit of it's not super soft plastic, but it's kind of pliable. So I'll take it off him now. Just take a look at his gauntlets a little better. Looks pretty good. I dig that. Taking a look at his leg armor, very, very nice. And it's all done in this nice silver that looks really good. With black underneath. You see he's got the little amulet there. You know, there's some sculpt in there. It's hard to make out really. But it is there. It's got some blue over it. It's very similar to the blue in his eyes, which are painted nicely. His eyebrows are painted nicely. His hair is not, unfortunately. I mean, for the most part, it's just blopped on brown paint, but then, you know, around his ears there, not so well done. But, it is what it is. You know, he looks the part, so it's not bad. He does come with this, you know, his awesome sword. If the sword has a name, I forgot it, unfortunately. But it's a very nicely sculpted sword. See that? Done that nice silver again. Blue gem there. The hilt is a different color silver than the sword itself, so that's pretty cool. Can you really tell? Yeah, you can. It almost has like a little purplish glint to it. Like a little metallic purple. Pretty nice. I dig it. It looks really good. That's a really nice sword. So, there you go. I mean, if it wasn't for the knee, I could deal with the paint on his hair, because that's really the only place where it's a little messed up, and that's easy to fill in. But man, that knee, that's a bummer that happened. Looking at the antagonist of the series, Bular. Bular? Let me know if you've watched it recently. It's been a while since I did watch it, actually. I need to really pick it back up. I didn't get to finish it. This is a hefty figure. Really hefty. Like, impressively so. It's a big chunk of hefty plastic. As you saw, that sword fell off. It doesn't want to stay on that hand too well. But let's take a look at it. Again, like Jim's sword, very nicely done. Silver. Here on the sword, hilt has some brown and some like beige here. Looks good. Looks good. There is some like little grooves in there that kind of help to put him in his fingers, but for that one it doesn't really work so well. I see something also. That one has a decent bend. This one has a crazy bend, but maybe that helps him this one stay in hand better. So similar deal going on here. There's a bit of like, I think it's just scratched. Yeah, that looks scratched right there. I don't think I saw that on the other sword. Nope. So, yeah, that's no good, but what are you gonna do? Cheap figures. Basic figures. But decent enough. Sculpt on Bular here is really nice. I really dig the way that looks. Head sculpt looks very accurate, very nicely done. The teeth look good. Painted nicely there. His eyes are, they're painted okay. Like, looking at him this close and this much bigger, you can see that they're a little messed up, but it's not so bad. And definitely in person, you cannot see that. I love his horns. It looks awesome. I love the metallic paint over it. Looks really good. This figure has a nice metallic sheen all around it. They did a good job with that. Check out his arms and the sculpting and the little like metallic, a couple of different colors in there. Done really well. I really dig how that looks. Now, unfortunately, there's like some blobs of other paint here, and I don't see this paint anywhere on them. So, what were they doing in the factory there? So it's, yeah, it's unfortunate. What can you do? But yeah, that looks really good. And then, you know, his little wrist guards here look alright. Just done in a brown. And these straps look okay. So not so bad there. The skulls are intermittently painted okay and not okay. So the straps on the back could have a little more filling there at the edges. What are you gonna do? He's got, oh, actually, he's got these hard, really hard plastic sheaths here for his swords, which is pretty cool. So, very nicely done. They probably should go the other way, actually. Yeah, that's right. The blades aren't hit. Oh my god! And this will be the last time I ever do that. Wow. Okay, I'm not even putting that back, guys. You see that? This totally chipped the paint. Ugh. That's terrible. Wow, that's disappointing. But I'm glad I did that here on film. If it was gonna happen, you know, like, it's better that you guys see that. Crazy. Crazy bad. Alright, getting back to this. Belt buckle looks okay. This little hip skirt here, just done in the blue, is alright. Tail looks good. Legs look decent. All done in that metallic paint. Boy, is that a bummer. That kills it for me. Wow. Checking out articulation. Head's on a swivel. This could go side to side, really. The shoulders are really tight. There is a hinge in there. I see it. But you're not going to really be able to do much with it, to tell you the truth. So, it's more of just a hinge action. You get a little bit of an elbow bend. And do you get a wrist here? No, you do not. You do get a waist swivel on Bular here. Bular. Whoever you are. And then you get a swivel there at the thigh. And that's it. So disappointed. Paint flecks all over my desk. Funko. You would think, on the power of your pops, you would improve some of your other figures. Eek. But yeah, I'm just putting everything back on these guys to close it out. So on the power of these two, I will probably not be picking up the rest of the cast, but you can if you want, if you think these guys look cool and are an alright representation on your shelves. There is a 12-inch version of both of these two, and there's part of me that's a little tempted to get them, you know, instead of these two, because these guys are a little disappointing, and there was disappointment coming into the review, and oh boy, there's some extra disappointment coming out of it. So that's unfortunate. What are you gonna do? It happens. You know, not every figure is gonna be a home run. So, but anywho, that's all I have on these two guys. Let me know your thoughts. Have you picked them up? Have you seen them even? Again, I haven't seen them anywhere but Target, and I have no idea if they're an exclusive or not. So, alright guys, that's all I have. Please like, and let me know what you think of the actual show itself, which I think is pretty cool. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, peace out, peeps.